Also great. Well, not great. It is here, but we can definitely proceed. As you've entered, well, first of all, welcome back to the Crown of the Oathbreaker. Pleasure to be your DM again. Continuing to try and break the curse on the crown of Eglarion. Got the crown, but unable to break the curse. Matrons of Malice apparently can be helpful for that. Oh, I see Vord typing something at the moment in Discord. Vord? Who's Vord?
Strange amalgamation.
Yeah. Type faster.
Oh yeah, this part.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We were talking about making Incretio the mayor of the city.
Leader of the new town.
Yeah. And for that, we basically are calling the Howler out.
Tord can't make it. Yeah. And just to confirm, no session tomorrow, as I'll be on holiday. With the family? Once again, a gift for everything. Alright. Let me just get my notes. Okay, so you came into this town, yes, and this young lass was being lowered up and down into this fire. Currently she's up, so she's safe. And they accused her of being nice, of lending her broom to someone called Perla. She said, confess to this most kind-hearted and compassionate deed and receive final salvation or suffer the cleansing flames. And then when you enter, say, aha! These must be your collaborators here to free you, do-gooder. Quick, people! Surround them at once and let them swear their innocence under oath. And look at that. They get to go first. So I'm not saying we're going to initiative, but it might be a while to talk out of this. And in Creation, are you hurt that bad?
I am.
Oh, and Adai's down a little bit as well. Okay, who we got? Orange.
Wait, but I think we rest, no? Wait a second. Let me see my...
We did the short rest, and my dice did not roll good.
I'm an 82. I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, because you had some issues at the Pit of Pigs. Disgusting.
And then we short rested, yes.
And then you short rested. So these villages are going to surround Adai and Incration. And we're going to start with Adai. Avgi. Avgi. They're going to do two grapple attempts, both at advantage. So the first one is a 19. I said 20. They've got +1.
Oh.
So make an athletics check. Try and get better. A 19 or better. Ooh,
oh wow!
Not even rage. So these ones
That's
just pile on top of you and grapple you. And then the other two are going to try and restrain you. Oh, natural 20 at advantage. 21 in fact.
Okay, so let's see. No, range.
Wow. So the pile on you, your movement is 0, your attacks at disadvantage. Same thing with you and Creation. Two of them are going to do it at advantage, helping each other out. Rolling a 15 to try and restrain you.
I can't roll below
60.
a 23.
This is a natural 20, they'll succeed. No, okay, so they try and dogpile on you, but they fail. That's all the orange ones. Adai. Oh, sorry.
Animate objects.
Let me just get medical.
around this, basically throw the beans, the coins towards the woman, and then they animate, and they're gonna attack all of them to the howler.
All of them on the howler, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see your little animate objects macro there?
Yes, I just started rolling.
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
I don't know what the AC, but I think it's good. These are good rolls on attack.
They are.
Ooh, you got a crit?
Oh, yeah. They all fly into him, and he recoils back. He does survive the attack, but it severely damaged him. And you're concentrating on that Adai?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I think you put
I
restraint.
think, wait, and because we did short rest, I still have my action search.
Okay.
I think a lot of spells. Lots. I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, that's a great turn. Don't know why, but accidentally closed my browser. That's not a good look.
I'm actually gonna move here. No, actually, I think I can move here. That's where I'm moving.
Okay,
That's better.
I'm going to reload my browser. Oops, that page. That page. Okay, so that was Adai's turn. And Kracion, you just twist and turn and no problems at all dodging. You watch these people dogpile on Edgar. You just effortlessly brush them aside.
Well, now, unless y'all want to go to hell, I'd suggest you back on out of here. Your new ruler here might not be so kind to you laying hands on my friend. And I'm going to disengage.
Sure.
Dancing between these people. Right to the howler. And we'll take a slash. Just be the first one, no advantage. 26 to hit.
96 to hit. Let me check. He's got anything up his sleeve? Yeah, roll damage. No sneak attack, of course.
He has the tiny objects around him, right? So would they be considered allies?
No.
Because they're animated?
No.
Okay.
Good try, though.
Alright, yep. No sneak, so that is just going to be 7 damage.
That's the rogues, right? Either a million damage or not much. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Christian?
Speaking of...
15.
15 is just enough. But he's going to cast Hellish Rebuke at 5th level.
Ouch.
So that's... Whoops. Yeah, that should be fun. Accidentally selected a wall, so this wall is going to do damage to you. Look at that. 10 by 10 foot wall does 30 points of damage to you. Reduce to 15 because you made the dexterity saving throw.
And then I'll uncanny dodge that for 15 down to 7.
Rogues, man. Just make sure.
Don't you have evasion?
I'm sorry?
Don't you have evasion?
Hey, just an evasion.
Oh, wait, yeah, because that was a dex save, so I don't take any damage at all.
DM's gonna fail himself.
That's right, yeah. Because it's any dex save, that's right. Yeah, thanks. Good call.
Gonna make sure Hellish Rebuke must be a dex save. Yeah, it's a dex save. 0 damage. Alright, dodging everything I throw at you. Alright.
I rolled a 17 for Coastal for initiative, so that will be now its turn.
Okay, it's Coastal
It's
on the
Robert,
board.
sorry. The Coastal is not on the board.
I put Coastal there. And we'll give him a turn for 17.
Usually 60 feet above us, so it will go down and use advantage against her, and then go back like 20 feet up.
Okay. 2. Oof. Flies through. Okay, getting a little bit of help from a bird. Big old Abby. What do you do?
Well, he's frustrated as he's being piled on by these weak, old, ugly. So his eyes are going to turn black, and he's going to do something he hasn't tried to do before.
Yo.
He's going to use a bonus action to cast Voracious Void. And he's going to create a miniature black hole. I'm not sure what to use. We'll use this. That's 5 feet with a diameter, I suppose.
Yeah, that is.
It's got a... Yeah, and it has an aura of like extended 5 feet, so
5 feet beyond
5 feet to the next northeast south of it is able to be used. Yeah, like that. I'm just going to target, just this hag-like creature in front of me as part of it. And she has to make a strength saving throw, DC 13, or be pulled into the black hole.
17.
Succeeds.
It's just the one person.
No damage.
Because it's 4.
Yeah. I have to choose, as part of the bonus action, choose a creature.
Okay.
It's concentration, lasts for 1 minute. Unsecured objects within the domain pulled into the center, but for creatures, I have to specify a creature and pull them in with a bonus action.
I will say these two headstones, gravestone things get sucked up and crushed and turned into powder and sucked into the void. Because that's cool.
Yeah. And then for my action, I'm also going to do a spell I haven't done before. He's going to, let's see. He's a bit piled on, so he can't really see, but he's just going to aim for, I think, straightforward perhaps, getting these 3 and the Howler as he's casting Phalangeal Shot. So they have to make... No, that might be just too far. So let's see. Yeah, it's 30 feet range, so... Yeah, just these 2.
Okay, so they need to make dexterity saves.
Yep.
I think they both fail, so you roll 2d8 damage for both of them.
That's 12 piercing damage.
They both get obliterated by your phalangeal shot. These guys are just commoners after all. It's a carve through them and they just fall.
Get off me! It's still restrained by these others, but yeah, that's his turn.
Yeah. Well, this one's holding it down. Loose down still. And let's see. It's all of them now. All right. So these are going to swing down and try and pile on Medico. That will have 4 on him. And we'll have these guys swing down here. And one of them will have to dash to get there, but they all pile on Avgi once again. So there's going to be 4 attacks from the villagers at advantage. Actually, I should put it on the sheet. Just rolling randomly. Okay, So, piling on top of you, they're going to bring out their clubs, and they're going to roll 4 times at advantage. So 13, 16, 19, how many was there? 4. So 20, 16, 19, 16.
That's all of them, actually. Yeah.
Alright. That'll be 44 plus 4 damage. Definitely power by numbers. And the other 2 are going to swing around Medico and they're going to try and restrain him. Not often you have to make those, but thank you for remembering.
Yep.
So first one at advantage against Medico is 9. Medico is obviously going to try and throw them off him. Does better than Bone, that'll be hilarious with his -2 strength. Ha And another 2. 16. Come on, Medico, you can do it. So he's grappled but not restrained. Alright, so Medico manages to dodges out of some of them, and now we move round to green. And this guy says, lower the heretic into the flames. This person will dash over. I'll try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not quite. Especially with time needed to get up the stairs. But he's getting ready to lower this person into the flames. Let's go get this man off me. And these guys will swing around here. Going for Incretion. Again, in fact, they're going to try and block you in. So only one of them is going to be able to do it at advantage. The others just getting in the way. So, sorry, that's a 15 Incretion. You can't fail that. So you push them off, no problem. And then the leader of this village says, get him. Get the smoke stuff. And they're all gonna dogpile onto Adai. And this person will come here to Medico and just stay there. Alright. I'm going to go for a grapple first. So Adai, you're looking to beat 17. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
16.
Oh.
I'm not that strong anymore.
So grappled. Since that was so successful, they're going to try again as opposed to beat the crap out of you. And they're natural 20.
It's enough. Yeah.
Okay, so you are restrained as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 attacks at advantage with a club. 18, and 18, and a 14.
They'll miss.
Even though you're restrained down there, that doesn't work. But you are mechanically restrained. Medico, he is restrained. Wants to help you guys, but I don't think he can. But he's surrounded. He's going to cast Dimension Door. And boom. Teleport all the way over here. Breaking the grapple on him. He was hoping to get to one of you guys, but just wasn't possible. The leader of this...
Isn't Zone within range of him to go with him?
Isn't who?
Isn't Avgi within range of the dimension door that Medico could teleport him out of the grapple?
Well, he was there, wasn't he?
Yeah. That's 10 feet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure the passenger, because I know you can take somebody with you. I don't know the range of it.
Within 5 feet of you.
5 feet.
Okay, so regardless, he couldn't move or disengage or anything, so since he was grappled. Now, since you dare place your hands on me. Wants to get him off him, but I just need to use the best. Let's face it. You're trying to save that girl, aren't you? We do not tolerate good deeds around here. Be gone! Creation, make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Charisma.
22.
Damn it. This is a bonus action. He is going to fire a firebolt in your direction. Now, since you are right next to him, it's going to be a disadvantage. But... Whoa! 26 at disadvantage.
That hit.
Let me see, that will be 3d10 fire damage. 16 points of fire damage as it erupts around you.
I'll uncanny dodge that to 8.
Okay, cool. Aslan, who is restrained, is going to try and break her grapple. She's going to get a 19 or 20. She doesn't, she struggles. Alright, so we're going to have... actually, they're all just going to hold on to Evgie doing nothing, but just keep on dogpiling on you. Adai! Completely surrounded by villagers. What do you do?
Okay, first with the bonus action, so 4 of the coins go, no, so half of the coins go to this poor man here.
The one buying Kracion, you mean?
The one which is about to cook
okay. So 4 coins on him, okay.
Okay. I think it was 5 at the end, yeah. So that's the... and the other 5 towards the holder.
Okay. Okay, that'll be 8. Ooh, it doesn't quite take him down. Low rolls in there, but he is on death's door, which I'm pretty sure he's probably going to enjoy.
Yes. Okay, then I'm gonna cast.
You are going to make me a dexterity saving throw as you cast Hellish Rebuke on you.
No, she cannot. She can cast it on one of the coins and destroy it.
Let's have a look. Oops, let's have a look at the spell. Point your finger, create. Point your finger and the creature that damaged you.
Yeah, and it's the coins have actually its own stats. They have AC and hit points and everything.
I think you're right. Okay. Okay, but he won't do that. He knows the spell better than I do. Okay, good point.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, not sorry, but that's how life works. So I'm gonna cast Thunderstep.
Okay. Boom.
And I'm gonna end up here, which is the farther I can see, and they have to do Constitution for 21 or half for.
This is a record. You get 8 creatures in one. I'm not even going to bother rolling.
Oh,
saves.
nice.
I mean, these are commoners, right? They got 4 hit points. So
This is why I was moving down, because I knew they would pile on me, so I didn't want to injure the others. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, so can you? I'm gonna do action search probably,
Yes.
but I want to know at least what's the situation. Is he hanging?
well, first of all, if you go 5 foot more, you'll be standing in the flames. Do you want to stand in
Yeah,
flames?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so take that much damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. I think I meant. Yeah, I do it.
And she's,
And then-
she's 10 foot
and then-
up. Like this crane is in the up position at the moment, and this guy was going to lower her down. So she's 10 foot above you, and she's tied up into the little cage thing there.
Okay, do I reach from where I am now?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna prepare an action. I'm gonna do my action search, and I'm gonna prepare an action. My action is gonna be to pick her if she drops to the fire. Like pick the like go below the crane or something so she doesn't go burning. Okay.
You could do that. So so the crane.
Oh wait,
lowers.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the crane? I don't reach the crane, no, because otherwise I can push it to one side. I don't even reach the bottom of the crane.
You could probably grab up and pull her down with a successful roll, but then she'd burn. And
No, but I'm thinking like pushing the crane in this direction, for example.
oh, sure. Yeah. Wow.
Or I mean, only if it's not. If I see that it's really, locked. But it seems to me from here, that it's not a machine that is locked into the floor, no? Or it is.
It's possible. You'd have to first grab onto the crane and do a ninja warrior type move to swing it over.
Okay, that's probably really difficult, especially I don't have a lot of strength at the moment. No, I would rather prepare the action to kind of avoid her dropping to the fire if someone push the crane.
So you're sacrificing yourself, in other words. You're getting underneath her, so she doesn't. You take the flame
Yes.
damage. Okay, awesome. Very heroic. I like it. And Kracion, as a coin slam into this howler, what do you do?
Steady aim. Slash. The call. Ooh, that's a 19.
That would normally hit unless he casts shield. Oh, wow, so close. All right. You now. Postal. Fly by, I assume
Coastal.
who?
Yeah. So Coastal, by the way, before it was also helping. So I forgot. Well, doesn't matter. It does the help action again to her.
Okay, the howler. All right. Have geese.
Who? Just as a curiosity, who used advantage against her? Nobody. Which means that the Grisha has advantage. No?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't reach the howler with my attack.
Yeah,
so
which means Ingration had advantage on his attacks. Eh?
I think so.
So, so what did you roll? It was 19.
Well, actually, it's
It
not
was-
true.
it was
actually it's
19,
not true.
yeah.
No, and it's not true. My coins have an advantage in the first one hit.
Yeah.
That's not.
But I
doesn't matter.
steadied aim for advantage anyway, so
Okay, then it's okay.
it was just horrible rolls.
But another
Okay,
flyby
okay then.
anyway on the howler. Excellent. Avki, you watch Medico effortlessly slip away from the enemies as your dog piled on. What do you do?
I wish I had some kind of thunder step as well, but I don't. Or do I? No. Well, I suppose I'm just going to end my concentration and start raging, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So, bonus action rage, and yeah, I think I lose an action to get out of the restraint, I think.
Okay. Let me
Just pushing them off me.
Well, there's only these two, so they get one roll, and they roll. What did they roll? They roll less than that, so you break out of their restraints. They'll take your action to do that.
Yep. And Avgis just going to say, look, you see what's going to happen, alright? Just fuck off, or we're going to kill you, so... And yeah.
An intimidation check. I'll say because you're raging, you can have advantage, because that just makes sense to me.
That's good. I'm rolling shit today. Wow. That's better. Thank you.
Okay, let me just lost there. This okay. So what'd you roll? 23. Okay, we'll see what happens. Just watched 11 of the village, almost half of them die. These red ones, whose turn it is going to flee away from you. Not taking the disengage action, you can have attack of opportunity against one of them if you like, Avgi. Yes? No?
Oh, no.
Okay, cool. These green ones. Gonna stay the course because they've got their leader with them. But they want to get out the clubs, and we're going to have 4 club attacks against Incration. Not at advantage. Natural 1, 10, 12, 19.
20.
Wing and a miss. Okay. And these blue ones, there's one blue one left. Thank you very much, Adai. Maniko swings around here and he says, "They have a shot against this guy. And Christian, should I take it?"
Go ahead, little buddy.
Gets his slingshot. Oomph. That's at advantage, and he'll do a non-zero amount of damage. Howler, who was hoping for another turn to cast a nasty spell, doesn't. And Madiko kills him and goes, "Yay!" And here's people cheering for him. That wasn't a natural 20. Howler is dead. Ainslin is going to try and slip out of the bind. She fails. Should have done that differently. Orange guys, they're going to take off as well. It's going to be the green guys remaining. Adai.
This will get fire damage again. By the way, I'm resistant, but
Okay. Well,
but I
always
guess I
at
have
least
to get
one.
damage again.
1 point fire damage.
Okay, so I should not have played this one. Okay. And the thing is, I don't see the details of the machine, so this is what I noticed. I was thinking. Do I have something like some water or? I have a water elemental, but I think it's overkill. Yes. Yes. Okay, I open my backpack
Mm-hmm.
and I take a piece of marble that they have inside with beautiful colors, and I put it upside down, and it starts bringing water and water and water and water and water. I use the Jaser, I think, no? The canter produce 30 gallons of water that pushes forward in a line 30 feet.
Oh, yeah. So the water...
Or something like that. I don't know, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. The flames are out. It's so you caught it on the side and the water gushes out in the geyser and just scatters the Escher.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Okay, fantastic. Impression, just a bunch of villagers around you who seem to have lost their confidence now that their leader is dead. What do you do?
I'll watch what happens when you when you disobey the great Incration. See your fallen leader? Now watch as your fallen leader's soul goes to hell. And I'm gonna slash it or stick the card right down in its chest, because the dagger says if you use it against a creature with 0 hit points or kill a creature. So I am going to give them a display of fear as their leader's soul goes to hell.
Okay.
Now,
Yep. All right.
Call back your brethren. There's a town circle meeting required.
I don't know, you could consider this a good thing or a bad thing, but the Howler's soul goes back to the place where it's always was going to go. Being the sin of hell, drawn here for some reason. He does indeed die, and his soul gets ripped out of him, and all these creatures just cower before you. Is anybody else attacking? Avki, Adai?
No, Avgi is going to just move to probably dashing over here to get the crane moved or helping set her down. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, since we're out of initiative order, there's no need to roll stuff at the moment, as we'll move into... well, first of all these people gather around here and say, oh, Incration! I believe the names of... Hey guys, we've got a new leader. Incration has proved his valor and his wickedness in sending our leader to hell. All hail the great Incration! All hail the great Incration! Just and eventually we'll say between Adai and Avvi, you get Aslan off her torture thing, and she says, oh, thank you so much. My name is Aslan. Who do I have the pleasure of thanking for this?
We are travelers. We are known as the Uncanny Redeemers.
Oh, the Uncanny Redeemers. Wow, you are mighty indeed to take on an old village and for my benefit. I can't believe it.
Well, this is a complicated land, and we hope to find some allies here that can be of use and help on the task that we are taking.
Oh, well, needless to say, you've got an ally in Aslan. What are you getting allies for? For what purpose?
This
Maybe
land
I
is
can-
corrupted. I don't think I have to tell you that. You already
Oh.
seen it.
Yes, she is an elf. It is. Oh yes, I remember the good days when the good King Dazmag ruled these lands, and the matrons of malice come. I think technically, they are still rulers of this land, but their place has been usurped. It's complicated here in the Fey realm. Please tell me, how can I help? How do you plan to end the curse on these lands?
We're trying to get allies towards fighting and learning more about the hacks.
Okay. Well,
We are traveling around this place, and we are told that. Let's start from the point on: are you from this area, or are you from another area? But you say that you remember the good times.
Yeah. I've been trying to find a place called the Refuge, where others like myself are trying to find. They haven't found it. It's necessarily secretive, and I got captured by these guys along the way. Abky, nasty.
Yeah. Bring it to increation, and yeah, let's stuff it in a box. Might need it again.
Oh my!
Well.
I don't know what that was about. I'm just going to put that aside for now.
It's the reason we kind of came here, I suppose, and is going to look at the townsfolk and.
Or war is also becoming a nightmare. It's not only this one.
Your world? Are you trying to stop 2 nightmares?
Hopefully, with one blow, we can manage to end both.
Well, just tell me what I can do to help. I know these lands, or some of these lands.
We're trying to find information from the king. So this is why we are here at the west of these lands. He used to spend time here in the wineries and all these places.
Well, the king is
We're hoping
dead.
that we can learn more about the.
The king is dead. You know that, right?
I know, but we hope to find information that could be useful about what happened before, about the deals they made, and about how the hacks end up in this powerful position.
Yeah, how did they even take out Dazmag? Yeah.
There was a battle. The matrons of malice had many foul creatures. I'm not sure if they were devils or demons, but they had many allies, and it was just I don't like using the word, but it was a massacre. It wasn't even close. Once King Dazmag fell, which they targeted first, that was it. Yeah, it wasn't good. And then the matrons of malice, they had their attention divided. Maybe, I suspect, doing whatever they did in your place. And when the attention was divided, that's when House Astul took over. But please, any more details? I can help. I mean, I have some spell-like abilities. But please, you're looking for allies. Allies trust each other. What else can you tell me?
Well, we know where the refuge is.
Oh, where is it?
But as you say, these are difficult times. Don't make me groan. Clearly, you were in a pickle, but we just met you, and you can imagine we cannot give this information so quickly and so freely.
Oh, that's odd. But
It's not odd. How do I know you don't want to find the refuge to kill everyone in the refuge?
True. If it's okay with you, then, I mean, as you said, these lands are cursed. That I fear something might happen to me. I travel alone. Might I travel with you and earn your trust, and then you can help me find the
That would be,
refuge?
I think that would be a good way to do it. It would be also safer for you because eventually we want to go to the refuge anyway, and I think that would make us trust you to if once you earn our trust, if you're going to go on your way before, that's fine by us. But probably would be safer if we stay together.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. I will do my best. She is. Yeah, she doesn't have any healing spells. Okay. Well, what's that Incration? What's that speech she's giving? So we switch our spotlight to you, Incration.
Hear ye, all gather round the town center for your new leader Incration and his lieutenant Avgi.
All hail Incration! All hail Avgi!
Now, my new subjects, y'all should tell me about that howler. How did they come to pass?
How did they come to pass? Well, you see, when a mother and a father love each other very much, they engage in this special hug, and then out pops the howler.
Would you like to join the howler in hell, smartass?
What do you mean, how did they come about? What a ridiculous
How did they come
question.
to be the ex-leader of the town? How did they lead the town before me?
Well, he was the most powerful among us, so he assumed leadership. This is not a democracy, it's a... whatever you call people who rule by power.
I see. So where are the matrons? Where are your mothers?
How did you know we were siblings? How did you know that?
Y'all have similar features to each other. You doubt your great leader's knowledge?
Oh, no, of course not. Just a second, as Malcolm thinks for a second, as the villagers do not. Well, we haven't seen the matrons for a while, or most of them anyway. Saw Blister a while back, and she hasn't visited us. And quite honestly, we think they've been captured by by House Tool. They have a prison. I think we've learnt about this prison before. All the way over here. Quell, have you? You seen that? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, over here in the prison. I'm sure they wouldn't not visit their children, so that must be where they are.
I see. Who among you are battle-worthy that will help me spring them out of the prison?
They look around and see the pile of bodies left, particularly by Adai, and they say, none of us.
So, you are all useless subjects to me? Should I allow Avgi and Adai to just finish the job?
Oh, we're useless in battle, but good at other things.
What things would that be? Hopefully you're not meaning special hugs.
Look at the farm over here. It's in excellent condition, considering how everything's gone. We're excellent house builders with laborers.
Aye then, you shall tend to the crops and bring, what was the chef's name?
Oh yeah.
At King Asmung's palace. call?
I didn't write it down. The butcher.
I didn't write it down either.
Yeah. I gotcha.
The butcher in the beast hall. The
Yeah,
feast hall.
the butcher. I'll just call him the butcher. Yeah. And you shall bring the butcher the finest fresh ingredients. And if I hear that one of you is laxing on this responsibility, you will either be sent to hell to meet your ex-leader, or Avgi will have his way.
All right. Rakash, you mean? Rakash, yes. Yes, we will bring him
Yes.
some. And they look at the pile of bodies, and once again, luckily we have less mouths to feed, so that won't be a problem.
And do not bring him bodies, fresh ingredients, no rotted, spoiling meat, no corpses.
Look, I hate to question your great wisdom, but he likes to work with corpses.
I'm going to throw the card right past their ear so it just, like, nicks their ear and boomerangs back to me.
About 5 of them lose an ear.
Do you question me?
Fresh ingredients at once, your royal highness.
Avgi, do you have any other decrees to make for these subjects?
Don't capture any more wandering maidens or bachelors. Don't capture any people.
Any people.
Or
gotcha.
innocent animals and throw them in cages and try to burn them alive. Just, don't do that.
So you're saying we need to be vegetarians now? No, not
Yeah.
that. Anything but that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds good. Only farm animals that you
okay.
currently own and raise.
we own none, but sure. No eating people. Got it.
Wait, you're eating people?
Joke.
I'm gonna raise up Matiko on my shoulder. Oh, great Matiko, do you have a decree for the people?
Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Okay.
Now, Matiko, you gotta stick your chest out when you say it with some gusto.
An intimidation check. Oh, it's not bad. Don't be mean. It's very vague, but that's what Medico wants for people to be nice. Just don't be mean.
Well, what are y'all standing around for? Get to work.
And they immediately start tending to the farm, getting ready to bring Ozar's men to Rakash. Ozar's teacher, his master. They go back to tending the farms. Alright, but that was interesting. Is everybody okay?
Oh, yeah, mostly.
I know most of us are, but Avgi, how could you let them hold you down, man?
Yeah, that was embarrassing. I've lost some of my strength since coming here, so...
That's alright, big fella. I'm sure you'll get it back when we pass back through that blasted tree.
Yeah, hope so.
You have to put your shit together, FK. No?
Yeah.
It content you.
It won't happen again.
Alright, who's your friend there?
Oh, hi,
Oh, well,
Aslan.
Well, howdy, miss. Sorry for the, I'm gonna look around, make sure I'm not in earshot of any of them. Sorry for the charade here. I'm not really that mean. It was all for show.
Oh, I don't mind at all. I mean, You saved my life. You took on a village. You assumed leadership of the village. How can I not be impressed? And any methods that whatever methods you do it has worked. I know you don't trust me yet, but I know a little bit about the bogs of rot. What do you know about this place? Maybe I can help.
So we heard that there are some places of interest, abandoned halls, the halls of art, and the singing stones. Maybe even in the north, a camp of barbarians. That's what we heard from other travelers.
Okay. I can't comment about the abandoned halls. No, there's someone in the halls of art who just they do the matron's bidding. If there's ever an ally more aligned to the matrons of malice, it's this guy in here. So, if you want to strike a blow against the matrons of malice, strike a blow against this. It's a demon type guy. I'm not sure, but I just know he is so for him. And in fact, he's quite the expert because around the land he's made various torture devices as a tribute to the matrons of malice. And so once again, if you want to strike a blow, take him down. There's also statue of the Wanderer. I think it's just a statue. Did I do that right? Just a statue, so you can check that out if you want. But as far as I know, it's just a statue. Other things I don't know if you've noticed, and you see the Russet River right outside the Perfidy. It's bring you back to Perfidy for a second. You'll see there's a river over here. And the artist did it more orange, but this whole area over here is the river. And you would have noticed that all logical sense would say that the river would flow from the mountains up here down into the Lake of Blood. It's in fact flowing the opposite direction, which is weird. And she says, yeah, one of the more interesting places is up here. This is the reverse waterfall. As you see, the Russet River goes back. It eventually leads up to a place called the Crimson Tears. Temporary forgot what the Crimson Tears, she would know about that. Crimson Tarn, sorry, Crimson Tarn.
Seems ominous.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean,
I wonder, you seem to know well the Locks of Rot. What about the barbarians? What did they pledge their alliance to the Harks?
the barbarians. I'm going to leave it to chance because she knows something, but does she know more? She knows more. Well, as you know, there's competing forces here. The Lake of Bile and the Chasm, everything around there is firmly in control of House Astul. They're trying to break up north, so I think these barbarians were distracted by Prince Krasnar to try and get a foothold in the bogs of Rot. So they're House Atul barbarians, as it were. And once again, I really, really appreciate you helping me. But I know some of my Fae friends were taken to the Crimson Tarn by going to say water witches. But I'm almost certain they're all dead. But if you want to take a long shot, you could rescue them at the Crimson Tarn. But as I said, it's a very, very long shot. Other things I know there's some magical eggs up here protected by a giant owl. A nest of gilded eggs. I know this is a lot I'm throwing on you, but as I said, I want to prove my allegiance. Just one more thing. Smelt reminds himself about the law just for a second. The crowning achievement of this evil person, who I said is possibly the most devout servant of all of the matrons, they created their ultimate device of torture. I know it's called 1,000 breaths, but all I know is it by reputation. I hope this information is useful. I know it's a lot, but
Did the 1,000 breaths maybe eat 10,000 onions?
oh, humor. Got it.
Well, Avgi and Adai, I know we got our route planned out, but I'd be obliged to help some Fey folks.
Well, we're going north, and if there's a chance we can get some allies, let's maybe figure out what's going on here. We can learn more about the whereabouts and strengths of the king in this area. We can then maybe go north. If we get these allies, these elves, could be good allies. But then also we can even consider going to the barbarians. Maybe there's something we can do there to make them pledge the alliance to us.
Yeah, I agree.
So once we go in this direction, we probably will never come back here. So I will suggest we try to get as much as information we can from this round that we devise, this round trip. But first,
Aslan piped up and says, you're the leaders of the course, and I just can't help but make it clear that there's a long shot that the prisoners have survived at the Crimson Tarn. As I said, almost certainly dead, but I know some of them. But time is of the essence for the Crimson Tarn. But I understand. Anything you wish to do is fine with me.
Perhaps you could travel with us. It's going to be dangerous, but yeah, you should stay with Medico. Stay safe, a bit away from us when we're fighting and stuff. So yeah,
I'll help as best I can. I'm not powerful like you. I do have some spells though that I know. So, but from a distance, sure.
Sounds good. And who knows, perhaps we'll learn to trust you. But no promises.
Understood. So which way, guys?
well, first we rest. I suggest we do long rest here. We have a lot of fights today.
I think Perfidy is a perfect place for a long rest if you guys want to. There's houses there. You've got loyal servants there. So feel free to take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna check Howler and in general the area to see whether there's any magic or any magic hidden of interest. I use detect magic, of course.
Sure. Take a long rest while I answer that question. See if there's any notes. The only thing you find, it's not really magical, but there was a silver spike they like impaling people under. It's classified as a silver spear, so it would be considered magical for the effect of, when creatures have magic resistance. The silver spear, while not magical, will get around that resistance.
Okay.
Give me a second while you're long resting to sort out a token for as expecting her to be an ally, but she is an ally. Almost there. Okay. Queensland is all set up. So, long rest successfully done. As a new member kind of joins your group. Excellent. And Uncanny Redeemers. Where would you like?
I will try to learn a bit when we are, I don't know, resting or at breakfast. Like make a small talk, trying to figure out a little bit on her magical skills. So whether she learns magic or she's like someone else just gifted by it, and what she can do, whether she's a healer or a blaster or something like that.
Oh, you want to know what I can do?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Well, as I said, I'm a bit of a spellcaster. I'm not the best, But I can do this. She casts an Eldritch Blast out. And she rolls a natural one on the Eldritch Blast, so she accidentally incinerates a tree.
Kill someone.
Sorry about that. I'm usually a better shot than that. I can also... Do you mind if I cast this spell on some of these villages? It won't hurt them, but it might be amusing.
Go for it.
She can't sleep. And 4 of them go to sleep. Just fall asleep right there. Oh,
I'm gonna.
And she rushes over because one of them landed face first in the mud and is choking, and she flips him over.
I'm gonna go over to him and kick him awake. Hey, you bastards! Back to work. Who said you could take a break right now?
Sorry. And that's the most useful things I can do. Maybe with a mostly downed ally, I can put them to sleep. And I can blast things from afar.
Okay, good to know. It's important to know for the tactics moving forward.
Okay. So I think it's best if it comes to blows, I'll stay back. Maybe with Medico, maybe away from Medico, but just blasting. She sends out another Eldritch Blast. This time she rolls 22, much better. Just blasted a small tree away. Alright, where do you guys wish to go? Want to visit the Pit of Pigs again?
No. I think we were heading to the vinery. We could also travel up the river, if that's easier, to the vinery by raft or boat.
I think they had the boat there, didn't they?
Yeah, there was a big raft on the map of Perfidy.
Oh, it's not so much a raft as a... What is that? It's a water wheel.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Well, one of the villagers says they don't generally go out onto the river because there's no fish to do. So there's no point in them really going on the river. So they don't have a raft.
I suppose we do it go by foot then.
Old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm. Then we go around the Pit of Pigs.
Remember, Abby fell in because he got within 10 feet of the bank, so I assume you give it a wide berth.
Yeah, a way around.
Okay, so swinging around this way, going in the festival, and maybe getting to the Ambrosia Winery. And Incretion, please roll me a D100.
Okay, D100. 95. I know what that is if we're on a Galarion. That's Lightning Strike, so I wonder what it is here.
As you push forward throughout the day, some vicious winds start hurling both from the glass mountains and the mountains of rust. They're almost working in harmony to create a very devious headwind. Roll me a d6, please. Who's next on my list? Avgi. Roll me a d6, please, Chris.
Yep. Let's see. That's a 2.
2. So the headwinds blow and blow and blow. I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw, including Medico.
Oof.
All of us?
Including
okay.
familiars.
I'm Coastal is going 60 feet up all the time. So if he's reaching 60 feet, he will have to roll.
We might have to go a little bit higher, but he can avoid the winds easily enough. And so don't worry about Coastal. Constitution from Medico. Yeah, Medico! MVP. And Aslan. She rolls a... Is it Constitution? Okay, so these winds blow and blow and blow and Creation. They're taking a real effect on you. Take a point of exhaustion. Evgi as well, as you push into it, take a point of exhaustion. And Aslan stumbles as well as these winds. Sometimes it's called as a lazy wind because it's so lazy to go around you, it goes straight through you and you'll take a point of exhaustion. And the winds have not let up. You continue pushing to the north.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, we
I hope the winery could perhaps offer some protection from the winds. So,
Bushon, another Constitution saving throw all round, please, as you continue to push through this headwind. Creation, take a point of exhaustion. Evgi, you're good. Adai. Aslan.
Incoming. Yes.
Aslan fails again. She has 2 points of
Good.
exhaustion. Medico. That succeeds. Oh no, that fails.
Oh,
It fails. 15's a fail. But they takes a point of exhaustion. And the winds continue to howl. They almost seem to be targeting you. Do you push on?
well, maybe we put up the fortress now. I'm moving a little slow.
yeah, put it up.
The fortress goes up, and you wait, and the winds last for about another hour. So it was a d6 plus 1, and you rolled a 2. So Aslan is looking at Rick Medico's. Oh, Medico's fine. Yeah. What's the big problem, guys? It's just a little wind.
You're looking a little exhausted there, little buddy.
He didn't fail any though. Oh no, he did. He did.
He
15.
failed one. It's
Failed
15,
one.
yeah.
And the winds do die down. You could probably press forward to the Ambrosia Winery in less than an hour.
Even with Ambrosia and myself being at half speed?
You could get there before nightfall, put it that way.
Okay.
You push on.
I'm good to push on, Evgi. Just that wind took it out of me.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get there before it starts blowing again.
You do indeed get there. Oops. And oops. Needless to say, the winery is not in good condition. You suspect... Oh, well, let's see what you suspect. Just get the marker. So, bit of an unusual map this time. An isometric map. So I'm just going to represent all of you by this marker here, which you should be able to move around by yourself. Yeah, so, you know, a winery should be a place of life, you know, with the various wines being constructed and a lot of activity. This place on the hill is dilapidated and it looks abandoned. It's overgrown with algae and moss. It seems as if the Blightwoods has invited this winery. You know, trees and wineries don't go together.
I suppose we.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Avgi, could you have Coastal look underneath the bridge before we cross? The last bridge had some type of Hydra flying monster.
Sure thing. Okay. I actually concentrate myself on Coastal and I take over him. So I'm gonna investigate around and under the bridge.
Sure. So we say you're looking through the owl's eyes. Coastal, you see both bridges are there's no goblins or dragons or trolls or anything under them. They're just bridges as far as you're concerned.
Okay, and now that since I concentrating, I'm gonna check whether there is someone or anything like in the entrance of the winery.
Sure. For that, you'll need a perception check, which I believe you can make advantage. Looking through owl's eyes.
Not much. 11.
11. So it just kind of zooms up around here, looking through the vats and everything. And you actually see, even with an 11, two gnomes who are inside of this building here. And they just looked forlorn and depressed. They're just hanging out in this building.
Okay. Apparently there are a couple of gnomes, but nothing else. I would suggest just move forward and keep the eyes open, but it should be fine.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
No, so we go through this bridge.
Okay. Proceed into the gate. It's wide open. And
There are a couple of gnomes here, so I would suggest go in this direction.
okay. Go to the front door. It's closed.
Effie, do you want to open it?
No, yeah. He's gonna knock first. Anyone in there? We're not with the hags or with the drow. Looking for survivors, perhaps.
Persuasion. Please, Evie.
Yeah. Let's see.
You get no response. You know for a fact, Adi, that someone's in there, but they do not respond.
Okay. Open the door. There should be someone. Maybe they are afraid.
The door's locked.
Okay.
If you try it, it's locked.
I'm coming in now, and it's going to just Kool-Aid man through the door.
Hey, make an athletic.
Yep.
You don't open the door. You knock the door off the hinges. It's going to require some repair later on. But you push your way through Kool-Aid Man style. And no, these tokens are not to scale. But you see two very depressed looking gnomes. They've got their fingers are stained purple, and you suspect these are the people the people who made the wine, but they stopped their And as Evie goes in through quiet, look, we don't want any trouble. Look, we don't have any wines. The vineyards, there's nothing we can be done there. We don't have any wine. We don't have anything valuables. Please, we just want to be left alone.
We don't want your valuables, I think.
Then why did
So
you
just
break
stick to the
our door?
others.
That's exactly what thieves do. They break their way in.
You weren't answering.
For this exact reason.
You weren't answering.
He said that with a straight face.
Well, like I said, we're not with the hags or with the drow, and why are you two holed up in here? This place seems abandoned and kind of downtrodden.
Look at us. We're trying to keep the place as well as we can until somebody broke our door down.
I can fix it.
Please.
Pick the door up and try to fix it.
Make a sleight of hand check. It's a subtle thing to put a door back there. Hinges and bolts and hinges. Oh, no, you've made it worse! Oh.
It's not like this would have protected you from the drow or from the hags. If that's yeah.
What is it that you want? Look, we have a few gold pieces and they put 3 gold pieces each.
No. Gold is worthless there anyway. So we just need information and assistance in our travels. We're trying to, I don't know, stop the house. Stop the house. Stop the drow of House Still from making this place even worse than it is, and making our world even more worse than it is. So I suppose that's quite a job.
Well, I hope you do a better job of that than you do in repairing our door. Okay. What can we tell you? Assistance? Well, we're no fighters, we're whatever the word is for people who make wine. And they tell you about all the locations around the Blighted. They provide no new information to you. Actually, make another persuasion check. Just to
Okay.
see what else
My roll. This session is not good.
Look, all we know is wine and wine and wine. We know about, and they lift off some technical information about wines, which mountains. They do seem to know the wines. As you can see, the winery is barely functional, but without our grapes, there's nothing we can do. And we dare not go to the vineyards because it's over-choked with vines and all sorts of nastiness. So we're just waiting. Huh? Yeah?
We're heading there, so perhaps as a little sorry for the door, if there's stuff there that makes you not want to go there, I suppose we could take care of that.
Well, if you could make the trip to vineyards and bring back any sort of grapes, there's actually some magical grapes which we really like, that are almost like jewels. Bring us those back, then we'll forgive you for the door and tell you what else.
Okay. I suppose we head on then for the vineyards for this very important quest.
The old quest. Okay, so you push on to the vineyards with Aislinn and Medico. So, whose turn it is? Adai's turn. Probably a D1. Adai, a D100?
Sorry.
Sorry.
There. 80.
Roll again with done.
Okay.
So one's turned
At 7.
clearly. Interesting. Okay, everybody make me a constitution saving throw.
One quick thing, Malcolm, because when you were talking about the Quellar Anastil, I think you put it, it's in the southeast. Who was there? The hags were there.
That's what the people of Perfidy suggested. Saying they've only been visited by
Yeah.
Blister and these 3 nations of Malice, and they haven't seen them, and they found that unusual, and so they guessed that they were being held captured in the Quail's to the prison. It's not confirmed, but that's what they're guessing.
Okay.
Okay, Constitution saving throws. Great. Let's see. Let's see if they're close with my recommendations. Medico is close. Medico survives. It doesn't take any damage. But Incration and Adai, this belch of poisonous fumes just erupts. And it gets into your lung. It doesn't do poison damage, it does acid damage as it burns you from the inside. And you both take 2d12 worth of damage, so you both take 11 points. Adai, Aislinn,
Yeah, I think.
Is that so?
I think Avgi and Adai. No, Avgi and Incration, yeah.
Yes.
Because
Oh, sorry.
Adai rolled 23.
So Incration and Advocate, yes, you suck up these things and you start coughing and coughing and coughing. I need Avgi and Incration to make another Constitution saving throw. Avgi, you cough it out and you sprint away from there. Let's see, Aislinn, she does the same, she's fine, but Incration, oh look at that, DC 16, you just missed it. And you cough and cough and cough and another 13 points of acid damage as this thing gets into your lungs.
Yeah, I was like, so it's I can't see it then, so no uncanny dodge.
No, you can't see it. It's in there. Make another Constitution saving throw. Seventeen.
Okay.
Anybody want to help? Gracia?
Yep.
If I can, yeah. I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Adai, do you have the
Yeah.
jug of yours? Water.
Yes. I will start throwing the water from the decanter.
Where? Down in Gracian's throat? You're trying to waterboard him? What's
It's in the throat. Yeah.
Okay, so water pours down and I'm going to give you advantage on your Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
They're trying to flush it out. Was that the 15?
15 and a 10. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
12 points of poison damage as he continues to cough. Any other ideas, guys?
Um,
I'm gonna try to Heimlich maneuver. So we're gonna make him
Ella's
gag it up.
spearing water down his throat. And you know what? Constitution saving throw is now DC 12. At advantage from the water.
yay!
What did you get down to, Doug?
34 hit point
Oh wow!
from 87.
Oh. As you imagine now injecting this water, Medico is patting you on the back. That's okay. There. You're okay.
Thanks, little buddy.
Aislinn she is coughing up blood. She's not taking any more damage, but she's not like Incration. She's not as strong as you guys. It's okay. She's
We water him. Oh, wait, careful, Malcolm.
Yes, water from you too, please. Not as much as you gave Incration, though.
Yeah, so we
Aslan
help
says-
him if he's still suffering.
It says Aslan. Medico's fine. Aslan says, look, the number on me. Does anybody have any healing or anything?
Yeah,
Stand
yeah,
there,
I-
don't.
I can heal her a bit. Come here, take my hand.
Take your hand.
I'm just gonna lay both my hand on top of hers, and I'm going to do healing hands. Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, that brings her back to full hit points.
That's good. That was a close one.
That didn't choke as much as your friend did before. Thank you. I wouldn't. I'd feel bad though. A vital healing and Incration didn't.
I think we might need a little rest before we check out the vineyards. See if we can find some place without all these nasty plants and gases and stuff.
Okay. Sure. Well, I need to find a safe place to rest. Can somebody please make me a survival check?
I can assist Incration.
Sure.
Okay.
Incration. Okay. So this is aqueducts feeding the Ambrosia winery, and you managed to find a safe spot under there. What I ask you to do is it's a safe spot. I'm going to ask you to roll a D100 twice. One Incration, one Avgi. The better of the two.
Okay. See. Oh wow. That's
Okay.
a close one.
They're the same ones. Roll again, Avgi.
Okay. $70.
Okay, underneath the aqueduct, find more. Everybody make an intelligence roll. D20 plus your intelligence modifier, please.
Not a save, just a roll.
Roll.
Is related to history of Glarion?
Ooh. Yeah, I'll give you that. And I roll again.
Not better. That's
So in
Really
a
helpful.
strange, twisted world that is D&D, the strong guy gets piled on with a bunch of commoners, and the guy who's not traditionally intelligent cracks the code of what these things are. You find a patch of night roses. Who remembers as players what the night roses are?
Yeah, that was what Master Eden used to enter his dreams.
That's right, he was surrounded by night roses. And I think you actually found some seeds of the night roses below the arcane tower when you're in the vaults. But you come across a briar patch filled of night roses. The sweet aroma fills the air, and several dead bodies of various Fey and Fey-born creatures lie amongst the roses. And you're keeping your distance from these, because the guy puts up a thing and warns that these can put people to sleep. And we'll say you spot this about 50 feet away. So what do you do?
So they're camped out 50 feet away from us, or traveling? Was that
No, they're dead.
dead? Okay.
Well, actually, no. Some of them have obviously started rotting. They're very obviously dead, and it's hard to tell if the other ones are asleep or dead. It's fairly similar visually, right? And you know that these things put creatures to sleep, so they could be asleep, or they could have been asleep for so long that they've died. You don't know without getting closer.
Could this be a trap?
Anything's possible here in this realm.
Look, don't get close to that. From above, using the coastal eyes to see what's going on. Do I see anybody of that?
Sure.
I think we may have to retrieve any body or something like that, and whether there's something of interest. So I would like to check with Costa.
Sure. Make a perception check.
18.
You can't tell if they're alive or asleep. I tell you what, make me a straight medicine check. We'll do it that way. Perception to spot some, medicine to see signs of life.
Like a
Oh,
natural
from
20.
60 foot away, it's very difficult. But with a natural 20,
Natural 20!
one of the satyrs is alive. You see the chest breathing. Everybody else is dead.
Yeah, I take a rope and I make a lasso or something like that, and I tell Afgim, Afgim, try to get that body over there. I can give you some instructions from using the eyes of Costa from above. So we try to lasso the body and drag it to where we are.
Yeah, I'll try.
Body is d6 times 10 feet away. It's 20 feet right in the center of the briar. So how close do you get? Do you right up to the edge and make it an easier shot, or what do you do?
Try maybe at 30 feet, so like better be safe than sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you get a bit closer, the smell is very intense from the night rose. It's not enough to require any type of roll. I don't think this is a strength-based thing. I don't know, survival or acrobatics, your choice. Survival sounds like a lassoing thing to me. So survival or acrobat?
It's gonna go for that.
So you latch it around, conveniently goes around her legs, and you pull the lasso tight, and it's attached to her. Now the thing with the night roses is there's lots of thorns around. You could drag her through the thorns, trying to navigate her back and forth by like swinging around with your rope, or you could just drag her towards you, or something else. What would you like to do?
Adai and Creation. She's. I worry about dragging her through the thorns. Can you see if there's a way I can navigate her body out of there?
Okay, I check again through the eyes of Coastal whether there is a way that maybe moving the rope to another area whether he could bring her out without getting thorn.
Okay, that's another survival check.
Okay.
From him or?
You can roll your survival if you like, Adai.
I'm fine if he does it, actually. But
No, it's so sort of was Coastal looking from above and trying to
okay.
navigate.
Then I'll try it. Okay.
Avigi is also going to.
No.
Abigail is going to.
Perhaps look really closely with his many eyes to see if there's a better way.
Sure. Survival. I'm going to treat
Okay.
this as a group roll though, so I'm going to take the 5 into account as Adai is giving effectively false information. You see a way, you don't have confidence that she might be shredded.
Just be ready with the healing if she wakes up screaming. So, or you see her bleeding, perhaps.
Okay.
And Agi's going to start pulling her.
I got an idea. I mean, this might be like repeating myself on something, but I think I can kind of make a straight way in front of me, like breaking the plants with the counter. So Malcolm, when you pour the water, the first creature gets like a damage, like because basically kind of push her. So I don't know, would that be enough to kind of break some plants and make like a path?
Tell you what, it breaks off some of the plants and gives a more obvious path. The roll will now be at advantage, but not a guarantee.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Plants are very good at standing up the water.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it now.
Okay, so this is how I'm imagining it. Like you're swinging around the perimeter of it, keeping 30 feet away to give a correct angle to pull her. Then you swing around another direction to change the direction to pull her through this maze. That sounds like a sleight of hand check to me.
Yeah.
At advantage?
As I see this and understand how I need to do it, could I ask Incration to do it for me? Since I know he's very dexterous and nimble and stuff like that.
You just muted yourself to talk, Doug. That's a fail.
Oh. Oh.
Doug.
I did?
No, that
No,
was...
I
I saw him starting talking just as he muted himself. So
Oh, yeah. True.
okay, Doug.
Okay. Yeah, I think I could see an opening there. Give me that thing.
Okay, the elfin creature, the satyr, weighs next to nothing. So Gracion very dexterously rolls a 30, and she gets her through the entire thorny maze without incident, without taking a single nick from a thorn. She's still gently snoring, though.
Good work. How do we wake her?
Well, I mean, give me that decanter. We just turn it upside down.
Splash of water to the face. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
love this second.
This has proved useful in the last 2 encounters.
I'm gonna use it now for everything.
Okay. She gets a splash of water in her face. And she wakes up. Oh, I thought I was a goner there. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I assume things would get bad when House Astul took over, but maybe things are looking up for the right type of people. Thank you. Who do I owe the pleasure of thanking?
I think all of us. Team effort.
Oh, go team! Well, I must say these are difficult times. Not many people are showing acts of kindness. So what are you doing here?
Well,
Saving the. You go ahead, Grayson.
that's okay, big fella. Don't beat yourself up about it. But yeah, what he was saying. Yeah, kind of saving the realm. We're here to kick the shit out of House Ostul and to see what the hell's up with them old hags.
Yes, kick House Tool. That is an excellent idea. I agree.
You got any information that could help us out?
My name is Nipia, by the way. What can help out?
Oh, and Christian, you were talking with her, or?
Yeah, he's talking and Malcolm's thinking of a response. Just
Oh,
let me
okay.
see, 'cause I mean, this is all I know. Prince Kresner is taking control of this realm along with his drow house. Have usurped the rightful rulers of this realm, and they're constructing something around the Lake of Bile that will bring doom and destruction. They want to do something with the Bleakmire itself, like not just dominate it, but do something more than that. Yeah, that's all I know. And if you got rid of them, the rightful rulers can rule again.
Rightful rulers, as in King Dasmog?
As in the matrons. As I said, the rightful rulers.
Right. We need to speak to the matrons. Actually, you know where we can find them?
I haven't seen them lately. The only places I've managed to communicate with them is the Witch Cave. But last time I saw them, there was only Blister there. I don't know where Splinter and Tyke are, but Blister is there for sure.
Oh, thank you. That's some great information. Do you happen to have any allies up there in the Crimson Turn that maybe need a little saving?
I don't know. I know nothing about the Crimson Turn. Look, I once again, I truly appreciate your help, but I can. Sorry, just replying to my daughter. Look, I appreciate you helping me out. I mean, look at my friends over there falling asleep and dying. Might I travel with you a while?
Yeah. It's not very safe, as more our friend Aislinn here can attest to, but just stick to the back and let us do the dangerous stuff.
Okay, sure.
Mariko, do you think we can trust him?
No.
I'm gonna bend down to Mariko and whisper to him, all right, little buddy, keep a good eye on him, and the code word will be cauliflower if they're doing something wrong.
Cauliflower, listen. They just said they're devoted to the Matrons of Malice. You are actively trying to take down the Matrons of Malice. If they says what he's doing, he can alert them to our presence, give them a warning. Maybe they'll send some people out to kill us. Why would you take a Matrons of Malice, a person under your wing? Do you not understand what's going on here?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
But they're a plain old enemy.
But we all gotta rise up against House Altil first.
Once again, they're for the Matrons of Malice.
Yeah, and we can use them in the meantime, but until they're no longer useful. Wink, wink. Get what I'm saying?
You've welcomed a snake into your own house. I do not understand. I think this is a terrible idea. You invited a spy in. Anything you say, assume that you're going to be saying to the matrons as well. I do not understand, but you are wiser than me. All I know is I wouldn't invite a spy into your own house. It's your calling.
You think I should kill them when they're asleep?
Why did you go to such extremes? Killing somebody in their sleep, not inviting a spy into your own house, it's different things. Just tell them to be on their way.
Okay. Nepa, was it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Avgi. I don't mean to sound too harsh, but after consoling with my counsel here, I think it's best if we go our separate ways. We've saved you. You've gave us some great information, and that'll be a do.
Nika looks around and she sees, well, for one thing, a very injured Incretion. She says, well, if that's what you want, but all you've done is saved me and condemned me to death.
I mean, you got a chance, so good luck.
What about the other two? And she looks at Avgi and says, and you would not consent me to death, right? This is a death sentence. I heard a funny thing called democracy. Maybe you should just vote on it.
I look at Incretion to see whether he's certain of what he's saying.
Yep. His head's held high, and he's certain. You seen him whispering with Mariko, and then his demeanor changed to this.
Incretion probably knows that Ade will be probably normally reluctant to leave someone to death, even if he's not trusting them. But he shrugs his shoulders and said, "Yeah, I think I will be careful with this type of plans next time." What I would suggest you is I suggest you to go south. It seems that it was quite safe there.
South, okay. You're voting to send me out as well?
Follow what the Incretion say.
As I said, the greatest form of government is a monarchy. And this guy here is obviously the king. So I'll do what you say. She points to Evgi.
I'm king?
What? I'm just you're the obvious leader of this group, so yours is the only vote that matters.
Oh, that was a good one. The obvious leader. I trust my friend's judgment. No hard feelings. Yeah.
He sighs and starts walking south. And at the end of that random encounter at advantage, which wasn't deadly, but it was interesting, you can take a short rest. And so we all, in fact, can take a short rest. So just for 5 minutes. And I do have to end a little 15 minutes early today. So just 15 minutes earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Go from there.
Yep.
Okay, but short rest now. All right. So short rest successfully activated. Aislinn, before you leave, is going to make one more request. Look, I hate to be that person, but are we really collecting grapes for wine when possibly people are dying up north?
No.
Is that what we're doing?
No.
It's more looking for information, but yeah. I'm curious to what's going on with the vineyards, but we could,
Sorry.
yeah. We could go up for the waterfalls and.
Look, this is kind of my feeling. If we don't get much info here, we were making this loop with the idea of getting some information from the past that could give us some ideas on the king and how this land has been governed and taken over. It's just places in which he have fun. There was this idea of this Scotch of Amber. They may have more information, but so far this seems pretty unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, we do know about where the hags could be, either the Witch Cave or Quellara Still.
Well, that's important information, is true.
Yeah, we know where the refuge is, and a few other points of interest that are important. And this place in the Bogs of Rot seems a good place to take out a dangerous entity, or use them in the battle ahead.
But do you think it would be worth it to go down to the stables? I mean, the stables have the goat, no?
Yeah.
Which we don't know what happened with it. That might be
I mean, if there's more than one goat, we could... these goats, Medico, are they big enough to ride?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Think of them like horses. Like
we will
goats.
speed up our trip.
Make things
Okay.
easier.
Okay, let's go to the vineyards, but I will not come back to the winery unless there is really, really pressing thing. I think we can just explore the vineyard and then go quite fast to the goats.
Yeah.
If worthy, the amber, the coat, what's called the cup. So can I read it here?
Yeah, the Court of Amber was like
The
the
Court of Amber,
courtesans of King Desmag,
That's right.
where they were held up. Yeah.
Okay, so pressing on to the vineyards, ignoring the pleas of Aislinn for now at least. You can always change course, of course. But the rest of your journey to the vineyards is uneventful, so we can just fast forward to there. And this is what you see. Once again, it's an isometric map. That's what you see. Oh, and, alright. So everybody make me a perception check while I'm getting my notes together.
Yep.
So I'm going to use the same trick as before with Coastal, because
Sure.
otherwise I don't speak shit. So 15.
Okay, so let's have a look at these rolls. So 16, 19. Well, first of all, this is like terraced. Like a lot of like rice fields are terraced. And the slopes are the vineyards are tangled, and the vines dry and disease. But what you spot in Creation, and everybody actually spots it, including the eyes, postal. A few of the plants bear strange rock-like fruits. They look like grapes, but they sparkle in the way that grapes do not.
Those
No.
almost look like gyms, right, Adi? Your family were gym goers.
Yeah. Oh, not that gems are have any value anymore. This seems to be another corrupted place. Whatever it was before, it's a long time gone. I will be careful not to get trapped by these plants. Seem to be quite coiled and thorny. Keep an eye.
Yeah.
I think you two and I talk, Eileen and Matiko, you may want to wait a little bit in the bridge while we are approaching the small house.
We'll wait back here, no problem. And shuffle to the back. of the
And
group.
I'm going to, just in case, I'm gonna cast fly on me and incration. I think FG you can fly, no? If needed.
I can hover. So
Oh,
he's
well,
hovering.
Yeah, that
Let's
might
see
be enough
how.
if any. So yeah, and I'm gonna be I'm gonna cast fly and approach following creation basically. I don't know if he wants to walk or fly over there, but at least we both can fly.
You're just a few feet off the ground, Epi, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think. Let's see. He's going to cast. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but he's going to cast Gravity Leap on himself, and he's telling the others to stay back. So this is going to triple my jump,
Sure.
which makes me think I might get all the way over. Let's see. 54 feet horizontally and 21 feet off the ground. So he's just going to video game style jump to safe places along the way up to the vineyard.
Well, I think you could do that in one jump.
Oh.
If you go a bit closer to the edge.
Yeah.
So you move there and then jump.
Yeah, like a running start and then boom, bam.
Bam. No worries. Hulk style, gravity leap. No, without issue. Indeed, more like the Hulk. Okay, yeah. Because the Hulk doesn't fly, right? He jumps.
Yeah.
Okay, and Christian and Adi, you're flying. How far off the ground are you flying?
And Christian decides I will follow him. I don't see what.
I'm
Let's see.
gonna go 30 feet up.
Okay, I follow him. I put my hand on his shoulder.
Ah, sure. Okay, flying 30 foot up, you can once again bounce over these terraces and land next to Evki if you like. So all the vines are in. Oh, whoops. Are in this sort of area where it's rather conveniently indicated by vines on the map. I don't know why I needed to show you that. Okay, and you bounce up and you see a some type of what do you call it? A place for processing the grapes. The gym-like group, the gym-like grapes are not here. You'd have to go down here into these tangled vines and search around for them. But here you're safe, and you just see the some type of building up here.
I'll just I'll go knock on the door. Hello.
No response. The door swings slightly under your knock. It's not locked.
Just give it a push.
Okay. Inside you see some type of press house. There's a wine presses for turning grapes into grape juice, I guess. Which presumably then that'd be taken down to the winery to turn into actual wine.
Well, looks like no one's here, Avgi.
Well, I suppose we. I don't think we're going to have to stay here and clear up all this mess. It's going to take us too much time. You think we should head north to the waterfall and the tarn?
Let's check. I think you were going in, or?
Oh yeah, I was just asking you if what we were. I mean, I said we can't stay here all day and clear out
just
the.
kick the door and then let's see what's in there. And if it's nothing.
Oh! I misunderstood. I thought Incration said there was no one here, so we.
Yeah,
Sure.
I did. Yeah, I already looked in there, Avgi. It's just some equipment to crush grapes and then transport the juice somewhere else.
Yeah.
There was
Did
no
you
soul.
check whether there's any, like, just in case, any cellar or anything else that could be of interest?
Sure.
Did not. Just
Oh. If you want to have a look around, anybody's more than welcome to. You can make me a group investigation check if you're all looking.
Yep.
Back in the days when Adai was moving around in noble circles before the relationship with his Karamosa family went all sideways, you occasionally were lucky enough to try some wine that was exceptionally rare, exceptionally expensive, but widely considered one of the best wines to ever have made. You find 6 bottles of that wine. And mistletoe. And you know
Okay.
that your father would pay 100 gold pieces per bottle. It's that good.
I get 5 in the backpack and I open one right away. And I drink from the bottle, which probably is an insult. And if it's not, I hope it is. And I drink from the bottle and then I pass it to Effie.
It's good.
This is so. Do you like it? If it's good only if you like it.
He takes a swig and never been a bit rich for my taste, economically as mostly, but it's not too bad. And it's gonna pass it to a Christian. This could perhaps be a good bargaining chip for, I don't know, someone who doesn't take money as payment.
I'll just have a little taste. I want to save some for Matiko after all.
Yeah, well, the point. Okay, let's fly back. There seems not to be anything of interest here. Let's go and visit those goats.
Yeah. Adai, it is as good as you remember it. I imagine Adai knows a good wine from a bad wine. Like me, Malcolm, I couldn't tell you the difference between a $20 bottle of wine and a $1,000 bottle of wine.
But I feel, but probably for Adai now it tastes good, but the touch of feelings that this type of items bring, no? Like good food, smells, and things like that usually bring memories. So for Adi, nothing comes back. Yes, it's something good.
Okay. So you fly back down / gravity leap back down. And Matiko gratefully accepts the wine and takes a good slug of it. And he once again can't tell the difference between a good bottle of wine and a bad bottle of wine. Okay. So you're heading north to the reverse waterfall?
No. I forgot. We'll check out the stables first, and then
Stable, sure.
we'll decide. Yeah.
Along the way, you stop for a moment just to refresh yourself, have some water and some maybe more wine if you wanted to, but just a general rest along the way. And you noticed Adai sits down to rest like you guys are, and then his eyes close and he slumps to his side. Adai, voice channel number 2, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, what's going on?
Okay. You, without meaning to fall asleep, you do in fact fall asleep. And you return to the plains of Eglerial. It's like you're floating above, and the corruption of the plains are just as bad. The rain continues to fall, but something's different. In the way that you fly like a dream, you see fly towards Oathbreaker. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please, Adai.
Mm-hmm. If I can react, theoretically I cannot +4 to my saving throw.
So my screen's just gone weird. I don't see the roll.
I roll a 9, but I can be a 13 if I have consciousness and I can use my abilities.
You do. You can't, rather.
So then it's a 13.
13. Okay, so in this dreamlike state, you can't resist but get a lot closer, and you zoom down into the city of Oathbreaker. Oathbreaker is quite different. There are thousands and thousands of undead creatures swarming around the streets. They've constructed something like a ziggurat, but it's upside down, like the pointy end down.
But this is like the dream I had before, no? With the creature. Do I remember this dream?
The dream you had before wasn't as extreme as this. Like you saw death and destruction, but it's like the city is completely overwhelmed by undead, and they're don't know if you saw the movie Z, but with the zombies kind of climbing on top of each other. Yeah, that type of situation. And there's literally like 5 zombies deep surrounding this strange reverse ziggurat. And make a perception check, but at disadvantage.
A 10.
You see somebody on a huge horse leading these forces. You don't see who it is, and that's all you get for a 10. And you see him leading these forces of this undead, and there are so many, it's just ridiculous. That's where your vision ends. You wake up with a point of exhaustion as you see zombies and zombies, like 5, 6 deep, just crawling all over themselves. It's quite horrific.
Wait. Malcolm, beyond the big horse, do I notice anything like a crown or a weapon or a banner or anything like that?
Not with a 10, you don't.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay, thank you.
So what do you guys do as you see Abby slump?
I suppose try to wake him up and slightly tap his cheek and go, "Hey, Ado!"
He
I'm
doesn't.
gonna check around for night roses.
Yep, agreed. Check around for any type of petal or any rose that maybe be on his clothing.
You look around and you find no night roses.
I pull a trick from Ad-Eye's book. I grab his water bottle and I uncork it and I say pour and I waterboard him.
Take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, Adai. Doesn't wake
This is
up.
why I had disadvantage in the roll.
There we go. And you try several methods, and eventually, after about 3-4 minutes, Adai comes to.
I wake up like jumping basically from the bed or from the floor. Find the rider. We need to find the rider.
Hey, easy now there, Ad-Eye. What you talking about? You just fell asleep while walking, and now you're speaking about a rider.
I seen the city again. Do you remember? A few months ago, I told you. I saw the city was attacked by undead.
Yep.
It's becoming
That's true,
worse.
yeah.
We are not getting close. It was full of undead and a figure on a horse, and a big horse leading the army. We need to find the rider. We need to stop it.
What did this rider look like?
Could not see. It felt like a storm was hitting me. I could not focus.
Yeah, perhaps it's a sign that we're spending too much time. We should redouble our efforts to complete this mission, I suppose.
Should we forfeit the stables and maybe go toward the Crimson Turn, check on those fey creatures that might be there?
Well, if the stables could offer us mounts that we could use to travel, then that would make things easier, but I don't think we should stay here in these Blightwoods for much longer.
No. Let's get the ghosts. If we are lucky, and let's move on. It seemed imminent somehow. We may still have time, but it's becoming worse. Malcolm, how long was since we started the campaign, roughly? Like in game days?
I think 2 months seems reasonable. There's a lot of traveling across Aglarion, right? A lot of 2 months, we'll say.
It has been.
Then we had to wait for the new moon.
Yeah, it has been 2 months since the last dream. Felt more advanced. They told us that building something in the lake pile. Maybe it's a way of connecting different worlds or something like that. How do they bring otherwise than that? The draw, the undead king, the matrons, and on top of that is this cigarette, this inverse cigarette, pouring that in our world. I think definitely we need to debilitate them and erase their allies, but at some point we have to face the reality that we may need to go and visit the lake, see what they are building there.
Yeah. Could give us some time to prepare for whatever they're doing.
Let's hurry.
Hurry, where?
To the
Stables.
stables. Let's see whether we get some goats.
Okay. Okay.
Did we just want to end here, Malcolm? Because you got like 4 minutes before 15 minutes.
Yep, I'm going to show you what you see. And then we'll go from there. So I'll just set this up for next 2 weeks. We're not playing next week, if you remember. Add the impression and add Okay, so what you see is a whole paddock full of rather large goats,
Oh.
and one very large goat bedecked with jewels.
Oh, cool.
You notice there's a pen here, presumably where they should be kept, but they've got an out. You know what? All of you make me an animal handling check.
Do we have time to rest before arriving there? I mean, so far because of the exhaustion.
Sure, you can short rest before, and I'll
No, but then
just.
so rest will. So I will still have exhaustion, I guess, no? So,
Oh, sure, you can go to the exhaustion if you like. That's fine. What is your order? 2 and a 1. That's not helping. I don't. They don't look friendly. That's all we'll say. So we'll see. But that's we'll end it for today. And you're right,
Yeah.
we got to.
I want the big one.